Hi guys, happy Tuesday. How was your Tuesday? Mine was really tiring. I was kind of so tired. I asked Arav, can I cancel today? Can we cancel today? And he said, no. We have to tell the story of a great prince today. Yeah, Arav?
Better his name.
Yeah, you can tell his name.
Prince Leopold.
Leopold, not leopard. Alright guys, he's Arav. My name is Preeti. Welcome to Story Time. Oh, thank you. I feel better. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Welcome to Story Time. And this is story number 114. And say hello to us in the comment section. Let us know who you are and where are you from. And we're going to say hello to all our friends. Vihan is here. Hi, Vihan.
Hi. Oh, hi.
All right. So are we ready? Should we sing the Magic Hat song?
Yeah.
All right. Let's begin.
The
magic hat is shaking. The magic hat is shaking. The magic hat is shaking. Magic hat, give me the story.
Prince Leopold finds a friend.
Prince Leopold finds a friend. Can I have the story? What's that?
Yeah, here.
There's a prince coming your way. Catch. All right.
Cat.
So we are going to meet a prince. We are going to a castle. I hope you are ready.
Are you
okay?
from Chhattisgarh?
Chandigarh.
Ah.
Arav, I taught a song in my class today.
Wait,
it also had
We
Chandigarh.
are also from Chandigarh. Huh?
We are from Chhattisgarh. He's from Chandigarh. Hi, Shriya.
Hi.
All right. Here we go and meet Prince Leopold. This story is written by Sean and the beautiful pictures are illustrated by Pure. Who do we see in the picture, Arav? There is a king and there is a prince. The name of the prince is Prince Leopold.
Yeah.
Prince Leopold never left the castle on his own. His father, the king, said, "It is very dangerous out there." But Leopold was bored in the castle and wished he had a friend to play with. Haravi has no friends. How sad is that?
Quite sad.
One sunny day. What's gonna happen on one sunny day?
I don't know.
One sunny day, Leopold caught sight of his shadow on a wall. Can you see his shadow?
Yeah.
Now, one thing about shadow. Can you see any details in the shadow? Like where are his eyes? Where's the nose? Can you see anything like that?
I can't see the nose.
No details in the shadow,
hair
right?
we can see like a sword.
It's just like an outline, the shadow, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's the color of the shadow?
Black.
Black. So one sunny day, Leopold caught sight of his shadow on a wall. He shouted at the shadow, "Hey, do you want to play with me?" Leopold took out his wooden sword. So did the shadow. How? Because that's his own shadow, right?
Yeah.
It will do what he is doing. Leopold ran and jumped. So did his shadow. Suddenly, a big dragon appeared. It was stitched on a tapestry hanging on the wall. I think it's a painting. Yeah?
Yeah.
The prince turned to his shadow and said, "Let's fight this horrible dragon together." Side by side, they fought bravely. Leopold thought, it's great to have a friend. Oh, poor Leopold Arav, he thought that the shadow was his friend. Does not have any friends, poor prince.
Leopold.
But suddenly, big clouds darkened the sky and Leopold's shadow started to fade. The prince cried, "Hey, don't go away! The battle is not finished yet." But his shadow disappeared and he was all alone again. The room became dark. The dragon looked even more scary. And the gold thread of the dragon's eyes gleamed in the darkness, and it looked even more
Scary.
And did Leopold had his friend by his side to fight the dragon anymore?
Hmm.
Because the shadow disappeared when the sunlight disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Leopold was frightened. He ran to his dad, the king, for a cuddle. When the king saw his son's face, he said, "Oh dear, Leopold, you look like you just saw a dragon." He was right. He really did see a dragon, although it was a painting dragon, right?
Yeah.
But he's just a child, huh? Yeah, he's a child prince. He got scared. Hey, Ara, we have a new friend. See, Priyanka. Hi, Priyanka. When the sun came out again, Leopold went back to play. But he ignored his shadow because he was angry with his shadow. He thought that the shadow had
Left.
abandoned him. Yeah?
Hmm.
He was cross that it had left him on his own in the middle of the battle. As Leopold walked through the hall, he saw his reflection in a mirror. He said to it, "Hey, can you see his reflection?"
Yeah.
What's the difference between the shadow and the reflection, buddy? Does anybody know what's the difference between a shadow and a reflection? Let us know in the comment section.
Can
if
I
you
tell?
know. Yes.
Out loud?
Yes, out loud.
So, a reflection, it will show your color of what you're wearing too. A shadow will be just black.
That's one difference. Good job. Any other difference can you spot between a shadow and a reflection? Can you see your shadow in a mirror?
No, we can't see a shadow anywhere like in a mirror. But you see here, a shadow. So a shadow also comes from the sun. But when the sun goes down, our shadows also goes down because we need sunlight for the shadows to come.
Just sunlight? Because in the nighttime also we have seen shadows when we are walking back
Oh
from the
yeah,
bus
we
stop,
can also
right?
use like normal light.
So you always need light to create shadow. When the light is blocked by something, it creates a shadow of the thing that is blocking it, right?
Yeah.
So you always need light for shadow.
Shadow.
But do you need light for reflection? Like too
No.
much light?
No.
No. What else is the difference between shadow? Ah, that's a good job, buddy. I'm impressed. What else is the difference between shadow and reflection?
Many differences.
See, in reflection, you can also see the details, right? The eyes,
Oh,
the
yeah,
nose.
true.
But in shadow, you only see the outline, right?
Yeah. Here we can also see the details.
I'm so happy we explored shadows and reflection today.
Mm-hmm.
So the first friend the prince thought was his shadow. Now the second friend he thought that it was a friend was his own reflection. Yeah?
Hmm.
He said to his reflection, "Hey, do you want to play with me?" Leopold waved his sword. So did his reflection. Whoa, so shadow and reflection both copy us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's another thing.
Okay.
A shadow will show like how you're standing. A mirror will make you hold something in the opposite hand. Leopold is holding the sword in this hand, and the mirror shows this hand.
You are right. That's why it's called a mirror image. Okay. Leopold shouted, "Let's fight." Then he ran towards the big suit of armor standing at the end of the hall. It looks like a giant, doesn't it?
Yeah.
His reflection followed him because there was mirror all along. Can you see the mirror? Yeah? The mirror is all along the way to this big suit of armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Leopold's reflection followed him, skipping from one mirror to the next, one mirror to the next. The prince cried, "Attack!" And together they fought bravely. But soon the sun went down. The hall got darker and darker.
And I've tried something. Mirror reflections seem all dark when it's dark night. You need a light for mirror reflections like shadow.
The shadow of the suit of armor got longer and began to look scary. Can you see the shadow of the suit of armor?
Yeah.
It looks bigger than the suit of armor itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The mirror started to go dark too. The princess' reflection began to disappear. Leopold cried, "Hey, don't go! I need you!" But soon his reflection was gone. Leopold was all alone again with the huge, scary suit of
And he can take
armor.
the sword and actually point it right back at the armor.
Hey, buddy, look, the armor is holding a real, what is it called? It's not a sword. Yeah, a sword. And what is this called? A spear. And Leopold only has a wooden sword, buddy.
He can take the
And
armor
he's just a little
sword.
boy, na buddy.
He can take the armor sword and instead chop off the armor.
Really?
Yeah.
Leopold was terrified and he ran to his father. When the king saw his son's face, he said, "Oh dear, Leopold, you look like you just ran into a giant." Well, that's true for the prince, isn't it?
Yeah.
The suit of armor is no less than a giant for the little prince. The next day, Leopold did not go through the hall of mirrors. He was cross with his reflection, very angry. He decided to go up to the top of a tower. Down below, he saw a shepherd boy in a field. He was guarding his sheep. He shouted, "Hey, do you want to play with me?" The shepherd shouted back, "I have to stay with my flock." Leopold really wanted to have some fun. So, despite what his dad had said to him, he walked over the drawbridge and out of the castle on his own. That's exactly what the dad has told him not to do. Was he allowed to go out of the castle all on his own, or was he not allowed?
He's not.
He's not allowed. Do you think something bad will happen?
Yeah.
Are you scared for him?
No. Leopold, the farmer.
The shepherd was called Noah. He took a flute out of his bag and began to play. Leopold listened to the flute in amazement. "I would like to play the flute too," said the prince to the shepherd boy Noah. Noah taught him an easy tune to start with. But the sounds that Leopold produced made the sheep bleat. Meh, meh. It was so bad that even the sheep were bleating. The two boys burst out laughing for many, many, many moments. Leopold felt happy. He had never had so much fun. Then the two boys lay down in the grass. Leopold asked Noah, "What are you scared of, Noah?" The shepherd replied, "I'm scared of the wolf that wants to eat my sheep." Just then, the sky began to go dark. Soon it was night time, and the shadows danced across the land. The shadow of the shepherd boy, Noah, the shadow of the little prince Leopold, the shadow of the many, many sheep, and the shadow of the castle. "It's late," said Leopold the prince. "I have to go back to the castle. I have to round up my flock of sheep," said Noah. "They stay in a pen at night, not like the writing pen, okay, Arav? It's a sheep pen, it's the residing place of the sheep, okay? Then Noah handed Leopold his flute and said, "Here, take it. You can practice it." Leopold was delighted. He smiled and went back to the castle. Is that the end of the story?
No.
Why is it not the end of the story? Leopold has
Didn't
finally...
I tell you something is gonna happen to the farmers?
Leopold has finally found a friend, right? Noah.
But something is gonna happen to the farmer.
Not farmer, shepherd boy. Just as Leopold walked over the drawbridge, I want everybody to see the picture, so I'm going to make the picture bigger now. Just as Leopold walked over the drawbridge, he heard a horrible, horrible, horrible howl. Woo!
Let me do it.
That's nice. Can you do that again? I think some wolves will come here at the bay shore. You know, mister, what a howling sound you made, huh? That's a wolf! Whispered Leopold. He was terrified and ran into the castle courtyard as fast as he could. In his hand was the flute Noah had presented him. Then he remembered how his shadow and his reflection had left him on his own when he needed them. Yeah? He thought, Noah needs help. I can't leave him all by himself. Sounds like he's a good friend, isn't he?
Yep.
Leopold turned around and walked into the darkness. He followed the sound of the sheep bleating until he found his friend. Suddenly, he saw two eyes gleaming in the darkness. It was the wolf. He was coming closer, inching closer and closer. Noah took out his catapult. Leopold waved his sword. The wolf bared its teeth and growled. They stood bravely side by side, Noah and Leopold, ready to fight the wolf and ready to defend themselves. Noah put a stone in his catapult and Leopold pointed his sword. Slowly, the wolf backed away. Then he ran off, whimpering. Ooh, ooh. Oh, the wolf got scared.
Yeah.
Good job, Noah. High five. Good job, Leopold. High five. Can they give me high five?
No.
Can you give me high five?
Yeah.
Hooray! We won! Shouted Leopold. Noah looked at him and said, Thank you. I would never have been able to scare the wolf away without you. Leopold was happy because he knew this was
A true
real friendship, true friendship. And together they felt
Happy.
happier
There's more part.
and
There's more part.
stronger.
There's more part.
There's more. Meanwhile, the king was worried for Leopold. He jumped on his horse and galloped out to find Leopold. When he saw the wolf running away whimpering, he said, Well, 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 it looks like that the wolf just ran into two very brave boys.
Hey, how does he know that?
Parents know everything. Did you like the story?
Yeah, but how did he know that too?
I think the prince might have seen from the castle roof, from the castle, that Leopold has a new friend, the shepherd boy. I think so. So, what's the quiz question for today? So, before Leopold met Noah, he had found two other friends. Can you let us know who were the two friends? Let us know your answers in the comment
Like
section.
that out loud?
Yes, no, not out loud. You can
Hey, you
whisper
just
it.
said yes.
You can whisper it. Here we go. Arey, sit properly and say.
Done.
I didn't hear.
Shadow.
Okay, Arav got it right. So Arav gets 2 points for letting me know correctly which were the two friends Leopold met before meeting the shepherd boy. Guys, do you know the answer? Who were Leopold's friends before he met the shepherd boy? If you know the answer, let us know in the comment section. And we definitely have one quiz winner for the day. And his name is?
Dado.
Darav. Oh, from today, should I call you Darav?
No! Call me.
Call you what? He's Arav. My monkey.
How? Hey.
Okay, guys, thank you for participating in the story time and the quiz.
Love
We'll
from my
see you
mother.
tomorrow with another
Love.
story. We'll see you tomorrow with another story, and it's a good night. Bye bye.
Bye.